What is going on, guys? It's your boy Stony Baloney Tony coming at you with another video today. So I tried recording this a bit last night, but some stuff got in the way. I wasn't able to finish recording it. Audio wasn't too great, so I'm just starting off fresh today. So today I'm gonna be telling you guys another story, as you know what most of this channel probably is gonna end up being. I have a few ideas for a couple other things I want to do, but overall it's just gonna be stories. So today I'm gonna be telling you guys a story that takes place a few years back. So I was about 15 when this happened, and I had kind of wanted to try mushrooms for a little while now, but I wasn't someone who was like overly into it, you know. I wasn't trying to, go out of my way, make all this happen, but if the time came and it was right, I was gonna do it. So what ended up happening was the way I got kind of introduced to it, because at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of one of those kids who was like really skeptical about it, and I had heard like, oh, you trip too hard, you're never gonna come back. You're gonna be seeing fucking purple zebras all your life, man. It's not gonna be good. You're just gonna be chilling at work and you won't be able to focus because all the fucking blue dolphins and purple fucking unicorns are gonna be all up in your shit, man. You won't be able to focus. So I was like, fuck, dude. I'm not trying to fuck around with that. That does not sound fun to me at all. But after I did some research of my own, just kind of looked into how these things affect you and what they can do, I found that some research and all this other stuff had shown that it can actually be kind of therapeutic, and it can enlighten you a little bit, open up that third eye, as most people would say. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna try this shit out. And sorry about that, guys, I had to dip for a second. People were blowing my phone up and shit. I had to go and take care of that real quick. These things happen, it's all good. I'm here right now. So anyway, back to where I was. So I decided, fuck it, I'm gonna try this shit. So what ended up happening was my buddy, I'm not gonna give out any names because, I throw my YouTube channel around to a lot of people, just kind of show them like, hey, yo, check this shit out. I don't want anybody to know any names just because, for their personal reasons. I'm not trying to, front on anybody. You know what I mean? But, so my buddy is like, yo, are you trying to do mushrooms? And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I actually kind of do want to try them. So my buddy, he hit me up and was like, I'm going out to pick some up. If you want to come over, chill with me, do a couple mushrooms, chill, do whatever, you're always welcome. So I was like, alright, big bets, bro. And he comes, picks me up, takes me back to the spot where we always hang out at, and he's like, alright, I'll be back soon. So we leave, and it takes him about an hour to get back, just because it was from another city, another regent, I guess. And so he comes back like an hour later, and he's like, yo, I got the shits. And I'm like, yo, hook it up. So he got, I want to say, a little over an eighth, so we both did about a half-eighth that night, which, isn't too much, but I'll explain how it got more intense later out in the story. So I'm like, alright, cool. And let me just mention this right now. Before, I'm not a big edible guy, alright? I used to fuck with them a lot, but, dude, they fuck me up, okay? And, like, previously during the day, they had actually made some pretty potent edibles, to me at least. My friends don't really get too fucked up off edibles. Me, on the other hand, I'll have fucking straight up psychedelic fucking experiences on mushrooms. It's intense, alright, if I eat enough. And so those are made, and my buddy gets back, and we take about half an eighth each, right? And I'm not really feeling too much, but I start about 45 minutes in, I start feeling this like really giggly feeling. If you've done mushrooms, you know what I'm talking about. Just like everything in your body feels just euphoric as fuck. It is one of the most amazing feelings I think I've ever had in my life. And so, everything's going good, but I'm like, I'm not really seeing nothing. This is gonna be okay. I'll be all good. Because I didn't, like, do research into how long it can actually, like, fully kick in, right? But, I was like, fuck it, I'll eat some edibles. So I eat the edibles. which was a terrible mistake. I do not recommend mixing weed and mushrooms. Not a very good idea, you know, at least for me. It's never been good. Got another story for that coming up sometime too. 420 of 2019, bro. Shit was not fun. But, so, I eat the edibles, right? And about 45 minutes after that, it all hits me at once. And, you know, I'm like fucked up, dude. Like, I can't really explain the visuals that much, but I remember I was just sitting there, and I was playing Fallout, and I was looking at dudes' heads getting fucking blown the fuck up, and I'm just like, oh, I can't handle this right now, this is intense. So, I start, I'm like, I can't do this. I just go, and I sit down, and I lay down on the bed in the garage, and you know, I just remember just feeling really anxious and really paranoid, and this was not a very fun trip for me, boys. I'm gonna be, like, completely honest. After this, I didn't really want to do mushrooms again. But, I did end up doing some more mushrooms at a later point, but, you know, we'll get to that in another video. You know, pretty good experiences for the most part. And so, I just remember, like, just being bugging out. Just freaked the fuck out, dude. I could not handle my shits. So I remember I was laying in the bed, and my buddy was like watching YouTube videos, and he was actually a really good friend. Still is a really good friend. He was helping me. You know, he was like, you know, everything's gonna be alright, you know, doing the typical, you know, trip sitter stuff, because he wasn't tripping, it was me and another friend. And he was helping me out through my experience, because he had actually had some experiences before. And, you know, he was like, dude, you're gonna be all good. You know, everything is alright. Just don't worry, you're gonna be safe. So I was like, alright, you know, I trust you. So after all that, you know, I'm still kind of bugging out, and I don't remember too much after this, but I do remember my buddy. He was sitting and he was watching like videos that were like I didn't see anything, but it was low key tripping. It was like low key tripping me the fuck out. And I just remember like being so fucking weirded out. It was like some surgery video or some shit. It was like a medical video. I just remember it was bugging me out to the point where I was all like, Eric, I hate to be this fucking guy. Yeah, fuck it, you know, fuck it. I fucked up and I said his name, but I was like, bro, I hate to be this fucking guy, but can you turn that shit off, dude? And he just didn't even say anything. He was just like sitting there watching the video. He just completely fucking ignored my existence, and I didn't blame him, you know. I really don't like being that fucking guy, but really that was the end of the trip. And I just remember waking up the next day, and you're supposed to feel really good after a trip, but me, I didn't feel too good after this trip. I kind of felt like shit, and I didn't know what the fuck to do. So what ended up happening was it ended, and I went home and I told my mom. Well, no, I didn't tell my mom, but she could tell us something was wrong. And I just remember like being bugged out the entire time. So, end of the story. You know, it was not a very good time. You know, not a good time, boys. But I do have other trip stories if you guys are interested in hearing that actually are way better than this. This was just my first time, so I figured that's gonna be it for today's video. You know, if you enjoyed it, leave a like. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want me to do, if anybody's watching. You know, any stories in particular, you know, any ideas that you guys think I might have experiences with, and you know, I'll fuck around and I might do it. You know, you guys might be seeing the story you guys want to see. So that's gonna be it. It's been your boy Stony Baloney Tony, coming at you baked as a fucking birthday cake as always, and I hope you guys have a good day. Pieces, fucking deuces.